I'll tell you why. Let's get it. Alright, welcome back to the channel guys. What's up guys? Kaise ho? Elana, hope everyone is doing great. This is not us. We don't have sugary drinks or any fizzy drinks. Nothing against it. We personally don't like it. But yesterday was a party at home. Naisha's birthday, right? Other people are coming. We don't want to restrict them. So we got this for them. And this will be here for the next 1 year. Fridge tersi matladaku. It is going to waste electricity ani. But every once in a while I like to change my breakfast because every day having the same thing gets boring sometimes. So Pooja yesterday she made some egg mix. This is a mix of 3 boiled eggs along with some honey mustard sauce. That's it, that's my breakfast. I know a lot of people will be thinking, Sriman, is that enough? It is. It carries a lot of calories and a lot of protein, right? So when you eat a lot of protein, you feel satiated. No matter how much of carbs you eat, especially simple carbs, after 1 hour max, you will feel hungry again. Or proper protein, it will last longer. It will keep you satiated. Satiated ante aakali ayakunda undadam. English dictionary. Alright, 2 important things I really wanted to talk about. Also, after this important update, I would like to give you the most important update that we are all waiting for, including me. More than me, you people are waiting. Hamara bike update. What happened? Why is there so much of delay? I'll get to that. But right now, if you've seen the way I started my vlog, I've started talking about my diet, my health, my fitness goals. One thing I'll tell you, after working out for almost 5 to 6 years, I'm at 79 to 80 kilos all the time in the last 3 to 4 years. Staying fit all year round is not so easy. This is important. Listen up closely. It is very important to give your body complete rest. You don't need to stress yourself too much physically or mentally as well. If you take a month of a break, nothing will happen. I've taken a proper break since the last 1 month. Nothing changed. I'm at 79 kilos since the last 1 month. That doesn't mean you go eat anything you want. Like, eat anything you want, but eat in moderation. Eat ice cream once in a while. Just don't overeat. Now, why am I telling you all this? People are not giving enough rest to their bodies, and I feel that is one of the major reasons you listen to so many heart attack cases these days. Young people, spam calls time ki, no pain, no gain, itlanti quotation anni vetti. Not needed. Why am I saying this is out of personal experience once again. Since Jan 2025, I've been experiencing a lot of things in my body. You know, when your tests, your blood tests, your heart tests, I did all these things. But still, end of the day, when the results are perfect and still you're feeling some weirdness in your body, the only thing is this one. Because the way this controls the entire body, that those things I feel that they don't show up on tests. Something that is beyond these sensors and all that is the mind. And now everything has settled down. I feel much more happier, much more enthusiastic. Slowly I'll hit the gym back, but this time I don't want to hit it like no pain, no gain. I'm not here to become Hrithik Roshan. So today is the next day. I just dropped Naisha at the bus stop. It's such a beautiful weather, so I've decided to take the X4 for quite a long spin. But there are a couple of reasons for that. Why am I doing that specifically? So in the last couple of months, I've been getting a lot of emails asking me if I'm going to sell my X4, because every once in a while I keep saying this right on my videos that time is coming soon. By March I have to decide whether to keep the car or give it away in 360 lease plan. There are 2 ways. I can either pay off the complete loan. If I pay that off, I get to keep the X4. But then finally I gave it a thought, discussed with my family members, and then I've realized, okay, if I sell this off, I can't live with the i20, right? I have to buy some other car. Let's say even if I buy the Thar, the top end Thar, that is going to cost you 31 lakhs on road. And now if I give away like 4 to 5 lakhs extra, and what am I getting in turn? I am crazy getting a 30D engine, a BMW, a luxury car, and such a unique looking car, the X4 with that coupe design. Is it worth it giving away for that 6 to 7 lakhs? Can't I make it? Obviously I can make it in the next 1 year. After this guy gave me the offer, he was almost about to close the deal. I've decided not to sell it, and then I told him, dude, I'm going to keep it because I'm not able to find any other good car in this price point. I think Kadu, the BMW X4 is going to stay with me for a long time. Unless and until it's going to hit me financially very hard. Till then, the X4 is going to stay with me. Okay. I mean, just look at it. It looks so commanding from the front. The rear of this X4 is the most beautiful part of the car. I mean, unfortunately, whether you accept it or not, India mein, your worth, your achievements are somehow they're linked to the car you drive. the home you live in. These are all like status symbols. Though I did not buy the car for a status symbol, you know, we are that category of people who buy cars because we love them. We love the engineering of it. We love how they drive. We love BMWs, and it's not at all for status. I mean, without even uttering a single word or introducing yourself to someone, your success, your achievements, all these are determined by the car you drive. You go park somewhere, give it to valet and get down from a BMW or a Mercedes. Automatically, without saying a word, people will assume that you're a successful guy. You've achieved something in your life, that you're able to achieve this. Because obviously, accept it or not, it's not an easy thing to buy a car like this. It takes a lot of dedication, it takes a lot of hatke things you have to do in your life. It sounds a little bit harsh, but truth is always harsh. If you do regular things, you end up with a regular car. I know in this video I'm going to get a lot of hate, but that's truth, yeah. Now this baby, this beautiful baby is definitely something I dreamt about. Actually, to be honest, I dreamt about a Mercedes all my life, but after driving a BMW, I've understood the BMW's driving pleasure is at another level, and I've ended up with this baby, the beast. And after achieving this, I know if I sell this away, I'll never get it back in my life. So we are going to stick with it, no giving it away. We'll do whatever it takes to keep this, because this is like a award, a reward that the universe sent it to me, or whatever I've achieved it. It's like a badge of honor. Okay, enough of this drama and explanation. We have decided to keep the car. Let's keep it until further notice. I'll decide only when the actual need arises. Something like buying a property or something big like that. Only then we'll decide about it. Till then, let's keep this thought aside. So I asked ChatGPT, when does a BMW 30D engine actually break in? So right now I finished 13,893 kilometers as of date. For all the automotive enthusiasts or people who want to learn more about cars and how they work, the BMW 30D engine, this particular engine is called the B57 3-liter straight 6 engine. Okay, the break-in isn't a single moment. It's a gradual process that happens over the first 10,000 to 15,000 kilometers. In the BMW engineering world, they have divided the mileage into 4 segments. So 0 to 2,000 kilometers, it's called factory fresh. Then initial smoothening happens from 2,000 kilometers to 10,000 kilometers, which means the friction inside the cylinders adds a brand new engine. The turbocharger bearings loosen slightly from the factory tightness, improving spool up. Engine note gets smoother. Yeah, I've noticed this actually in the first 10,000 kilometers. And full break-in happens after, see that, 10,000 to 15,000 kilometers, which means my car is at 13,000 kilometers change, which means it is not even completely broken in. And the engine ka puttale proper ga. And this car comes with a beautiful gearbox. It's the ZF gearbox. The drivetrain, the ZF gearbox, the differentials, they're also bedded in at this stage of 10,000 to 15,000 kilometers. Post break-in, actually after 15,000 kilometers, say, it will start. The character you feel now will stay stable for tens of thousands of kilometers. Owner reports for the B57 say the real magic happens after 12,000 kilometers. Throttle response feels sharper, turbo lag reduces, fuel efficiency reaches its peak. So considering all this, I can safely say that my car is a pretty brand new car. It didn't even break in properly. Even if you want to replace this with a Fortuner is going to cost you 60 lakhs on road. So giving away the BMW and then putting so much money again and getting a Fortuner for 65 lakhs as a joke. But now, from now onwards, I'm going to focus on maintaining this car properly. For that, let's get out and go for a long drive. I have to take it to the highway for a specific reason. I'll tell you why. So let's get out. Okay, we are on the highway, the ORR to be specific. The best part is that the ORR is very close to my house, just like 10 minutes away. So we get to do this highway runs easily. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to get bikes onto the ORR. Anyway, coming to the main point, the reason we're there on the highway is because there is something called DPF, diesel particulate filter. This is a system that is there inside the exhaust system. So whenever diesel combusts, it produces a lot of particles which are collected in the exhaust system as per Euro 6 norms. All this diesel burnt particles, they are collected in a filter called DPF. Now this diesel particulate filter, after a certain time, it gets clogged up, right? Obviously, it's a filter that needs a cleanup every once in a while. The ECU decides when that needs to be cleaned up. This happens by raising the exhaust temperature to almost approximately 600 degrees, so that all these particles that have been collected, they will be burnt out. For that to happen, your car should be driving at a certain speed for a long stretch. BMW manual or even forums, they recommend that your BMW or a 30D engine specifically, which is fitted with a DPF, or I think any diesel engine is fitted with that. These cars need to go onto the highway at least twice in a month. These small practices you don't need to take care in a Hyundai or a Maruti, and even if they don't work, it's pretty cheap to repair them. But in a car like a BMW, if you have to maintain these things, okay? If you maintain them properly, they can last up to almost 2 lakh kilometers without putting a wrench on it. So in order for all these things, the mechanical, the gearbox, the suspension, chota moving parts, the turbocharger needs to spool up to a certain RPM, and all this is not possible when the car is moving inside the slow moving traffic. It needs to go onto open stretches like this, and also it seems a BMW has to be driven like a BMW, not like a slow car. So every once in a while you need to push it, use the paddle shifters, rev it high, do all these things, then the engine gets maintained really well. But yes, let's have some fun in the BMW. Let's push the car a little bit. Paddle shifters coming up in 3, 2. Whoa! Paddle shifters are so responsive. Chalo, so right now the plan is to go for at least 20-30 kilometers this way and another 20-30 kilometers back. I'll do this regularly, and if possible in this year I wanted to go for a long drive in this. Maybe 1,000 kilometer ride or something like that. Let's paddle it up. Every time we pull in this, you can't hear it, but the engine, the way it revs back. Oh, don't get carried away. Barricades. This is dangerous, yaar. I understand workers, unfortunately, they don't know, but whoever supervises them, you have to take care of this. Atlanti lane lo pettadam, it's not safe. We are doing like 100 kilometers per hour, and suddenly that comes up without any warning. Okay, that is the journey data. How much did we finish? 85 kilometers unknowingly, 1 hour 40 minutes of a drive, and that is the best part. 11.9 kilometers per liter. That is the beauty of the 30D engine. 12 kilometers per liter, even though I was pushing it so much. I've been locking all the horses, all the torque inside it. So today I let go. So you're happy with the drive? Now let's go and let me give you the update of the bike. The last shot you have seen was 2 days back. After that I came back home and I thought I'll give you the update about the bike, and then I fell sick. And it was like a switch off, switch on. By evening 4 o'clock, suddenly I fell sick. Sore throat, headache, proper severe cold. I mean, this has to happen for me. Yearly twice I get this. This year has been kind of a bad year, I would say, 2025. I wouldn't call it a bad year, but I think we're also getting older, not taking care, stressing too much because of that. Ye upar niche thoda ho raha health. A lot of tests I had to do this year. After I came back from Vizag, actually that is the time I had to take my bike. Bike is ready, by the way. Even now the booking is there. The bike is also here. All I have to do is go and pick it up after paying the amount, obviously. I did not pay everything. I have a token amount diya. So what I have to do is, see, the amount is also ready because I need not earn this amount. All the amount that I kept from the BMW 1250 sale, that amount I kept it in mutual funds. I just have to remove them. So finances are also set. But beach mein, when I was about to do this deal, all these deals about the X4, they came up. 2 people wanted the X4 so much. They were after me to get it, and I also took some time. I thought maybe I'll use those funds for this bike without touching the mutual funds. This calculation anyway, it is monsoon season, you know how it is smashing left, right and center. So I thought, let's give it some time. It would fast let's think about the finances also once and then take a decision and jeppi. Finally, now because I made a decision to keep the X4 for quite some time, until and unless we think about buying a big thing, something like a property, or maybe I have a big financial crisis, something like that. Till then, let's keep the X4 with me. So the thing is, tomorrow we are traveling, by the way. So me, the OG gang, me, Chaitanya, Charan and Shiva, we're all traveling. I'll tell you tomorrow where. Don't get excited, it's nothing like a bike trip, but it's just to get away from the city for some time. And then after coming back, now because I made my decision that I'll keep the X4, now I'm clear about my finances also. I'll have to go shell out this money to the BMW showroom and get the new bike. We'll do the unboxing and we'll also take the delivery this month itself, before August 31st. Lock it. Okay, that's the update of the bike. So then I hope you guys have enjoyed this vlog. In case you did, you guys know what to do, right? Hit the like button, do share, do subscribe. We will see you guys with the next trip. Trip ke baad we'll come back, prepare for the formalities of, the unboxing, then buying the bike, then going for chota rides, and maybe we can push this bike and take it to long rides as well, because monsoon is going to get over in the next one month or 45 days. After that, full clear skies on Tega, we can plan. On the whole, a lot of exciting things coming up. Stay tuned.